I had two very interesting conversations yesterday with two women. One I'll call Sue, one I'll call Donna to protect their privacy. Let's start with Sue. Sue is in our community, and I have an open Q&A with the community. We call them coffee chats, and she had asked a question, and for reference, she starts explaining her scenario, and she's going on and she's going on and she's going on, and I let her go on a little bit longer than I normally would, and I wanted to do that so that she feels what's happening when she relives the same exact well-rehearsed story over and over again. So I said to her, Sue, do you tell me how you feel right now? You feel tight, constricted, small, that you could see the heat rising in her face. And I said, do you feel anywhere closer to healing? Now, this is not to say you don't need to do a deep dive into doing the work. Yes, you do. But what happens is if all you're doing is feeling heard, validated, understood, you're not a step closer to the next stage. When you're healing from the 5 stage from betrayal to breakthrough, she was deeply stuck in stage 3. And she said, oh my gosh, she said, that's what I've been doing in therapy. Now, there are some very wonderful therapists out there, but if a therapist is not highly skilled in betrayal, you'll notice you are feeling heard, validated, and understood. You leave and you're wondering why you're not healing, and you go back and you go back and you go back, and you're spending years in therapy on the same topic, not a step closer to healing than you were when you first started. So she got it and she understood. She said, oh, I get it. I'm committed to the healing. And she was, and that's why she was in the community. That's Sue. Then I had a conversation with Donna. Donna was going over the story, and every time I tried to interject, so what do you want? Well, he did this and he did this and he did this. Well, what do you want to feel? Well, he did this and he did that, and I can't believe, and this is the worst. This is right. This is the absolute worst. And I pointed out to her, Donna, the only thing that is predictable in this scenario is that you're going to get sick. Play this out the same way, the same exact way you are moving through this. Play it out a year, play it out 5 years, play it out 10 years. Where do you see yourself? And she just, even when I said stuff like that, I'm a doormat, she would say. And it's always been like this. Donna, what do you want? More of that, more of that, more of that. And I finally had to say, you know what, Donna, there are two types of people. There are the people who've been betrayed, and then there are the people who want to heal. I am not suggesting, again, you don't need to do the deep work to move through it and excavate it. Yes, you do. But her betrayal started decades ago. This has become her story. She wanted to speak with me because of the predictable roadmap to heal from it. But I even said to her, Donna, look at this. Since we got on this call, the only thing you're trying to do is prove to me how horrible it is. So if I confirm, yes, it's the most terrible, awful, horrible thing that's ever happened, you're right. What do you get from that? Where are you? Are you any closer to healing? Does that do a thing for you? Even with that, she just more and more, but I can't heal. What do I do? And I said, you have to be willing to let go of this story. You have to be willing to heal. I don't know how to do that. Meanwhile, she's on a call with me to see how I can help her. I said, you don't have to know how. That's our job. You just have to be willing. I can't do this. I can't heal. He's always been like this. And I said, you know the benefit of your experience? The only benefit is that it's familiar. The only benefit is that this is what you know. The only benefit is you know how this works. That's it. But like anything else you've ever done, at one point it was unfamiliar and then it became familiar. But for some reason, with this topic, you're not seeing it that way. She said, and I run a successful business and I've raised kids. And I was like, well, beautiful. Then you have proof that when you put your mind to something, you know how to move through it and handle it. It just hasn't been applied to this topic. But I can't do this. And I said, Donna, I'm not your person. I can't help you. Someone like that, I know it. I've seen this. I've been coaching for 33 years. Someone like that, a year from now, will be in the same exact boat, except there may be a shock of trauma from illness, disease, something else. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you're unwilling to do anything differently, how in the world can you expect a different result? She was unwilling to even see or feel or think about the possibility of something being different. And so I know nothing will change. So are you Sue or are you Donna? If you're Sue, you are headed through the stages, the 5 stages from betrayal to breakthrough. If you are Donna, you're more committed to your trauma than your transformation. No judgment, it may not be time, and that's totally okay. But when you're ready to heal, you're gonna be more like Sue than more like Donna. So see where you're at, and if you're wondering why am I struggling so much? Why is this taking so long? It could take forever if you do the Donna approach, right? Because every practitioner you see, it's only to prove you're right. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work, right? And when you're more committed to the trauma and more committed to the story than committed to you and your healing, that's when you stay stuck. So, are you Sue or are you Donna? Let me know. Here to help. Follow for more.